Hi Aries, what's up? Welcome to your June reading. I hope you're all doing very, very well. We're going to be seeing what messages want to come through for you guys, get some insight, guidance, see what you can expect for the month of June. If this reading is helpful or insightful, please let me know by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. Private readings are available down below. Let's get into your messages, Aries. I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for your patience as it took me a while to get to your reading, but I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And let's get right into the messages Spirit has for you, starting off with the spider. Some of you may actually see a spider in the next day or so. That's actually a sign of how protected you are. It's also a sign your manifestation's coming in. Your persistence, your dedication, your consistency is paying off. You're a lot closer than you even realize. Do you realize how close you are? Do you realize what you're doing? How big of a deal it is? Make sure you celebrate yourself. Every single win is big or small, it don't matter. Every single little step you take or big step you take in your journey is something that you should be celebrating. We have the raccoon, the hyena, and the crow. So you got some very interesting energy here on the table. I'm just trying to feel something out because your intuition is trying to tell you something, and I do believe by that full moon, you'll have evidence, you'll have proof, there'll be some kind of confirmation. So your intuition's trying to tell you something. Like, there could be something shady going on. Even with the spider, someone's web of lies. Someone's been spinning a bunch of webs of lies. And you were like, that story just doesn't add up. You said last Sunday X, Y, and Z, and now you're saying something completely different. So you spot some bullshit. Interesting, we actually had the Earthworm in the reverse. I normally don't even really read the animal cards in reverse, but Earthworm's all about new energy. This being in reverse kind of feels like an energy of like if there was like a wormhole, if there was a portal, it's just like closed. Like, that's the image I got with my mind's eye with the Earthworm in the reverse. So hold on, y'all. Let me just, because there's other ways we can look at this, but just the first thing I feel is like there is maybe something shady going on behind your back. And you know those little spidey senses, little prickle on your neck, little hairs on your neck, you know when something's up, and your dreams may be telling you something. But you're like, no, that can't be true. But Aries, if your intuition's trying to tell you something, if your intuition's trying to alert you something, you better keep your eyes peeled. Because I feel over the next couple of weeks, something here that will confirm your intuition was right all along. Okay, so let me break this down for you. So spider, like I had said, persistence, dedication, consistency. You have really been just at it. You have been showing up. You have been dedicating yourself. It has been a journey, but yet you are making progress and you are so freaking close to achieving your goal. So please keep going. Raccoon. Let me just talk about you, and then I'll continue the other storyline about something going on behind your back, okay? Raccoon, you may feel like you're not being seen or acknowledged for your gifts, your abilities, your talents, the things that you've been putting out into the world to see. Maybe this is also where you have been neglecting yourself. You haven't been giving yourself that recognition, that validation, seeing yourself, seeing how talented you are, seeing how gifted you are, seeing how beautiful, how special, how rare and one of a kind of person you are. There is no one like you. There may be a whole lot of people in your field. There may be a lot of competition. There may be a lot of, all that jazz. There is no one like you. There's no one who does it like you. So don't you forget that. Raccoon is an energy where you have these gifts and abilities, but you're selling yourself short, or you're not believing in your potential. Come out of hiding. Hyena can also represent irritability, annoyances. There's something that's bothering you or irritating you, just even ever so slightly, but you're trying to play it off like you don't care, that it doesn't matter. You make a few jokes, you kind of roll your eyes, you laugh at it, you shrug it off, like whatever, no biggie. But there is this suppression. There is something you're suppressing, you're trying to push down. But the thing is, it's only getting louder and louder and louder. And with the crow, it's starting to really like point you in a certain direction, or tell you something that there's something a lot deeper going on here, right? So talking about something going on behind your back, right? Because the crow is a very intuitive energy. It's all-seeing eye. It's able to see beyond the 3D and see into potential timelines, see into people's intentions, see exactly things for what they are instead of what it appears to be on the surface. I was gonna say shark. We don't got the shark out here, but the shark is a card of honesty, and it is also about something bubbling to the surface. So you know what sharks, how they can smell blood from miles away, just as we can smell the rain from miles away. Depends on where you live, but like I'm assuming you know what I mean, right? You can just sense something, or some sort of confirmation. Or anyway, so with the Rakun, the hyena, both these two cards coming out, there is a little some sneaky shit going on. Like I ain't gonna lie. This is a bit shadowy, this is a bit sneaky, this is a bit shady, definitely feels here. It's like if you ask someone the truth, they'll just kind of like laugh it off, or they'll just be like, what are you talking about? No, why are you asking me that? You're weird, you're crazy, you're delusional, you're making shit up. Like, kind of gaslighty energy. I don't fucking like that. So thing is though, with spiders, when they create their web, they obviously make it so that they can trap other insects into their web. So in a way, have you set up a trap? Have you set up some kind of trap to see if someone's gonna fall into it? Right? You set up a trap, fake worm to lure in the bird. I just hit me. Hold on. I'm sorry. I did not mean to kick you. We'll just fix it. There we go. Anyways, we gotta find that out. We're gonna find out why this came out, what you need to know, Aries, and see what's really going on. Okay, so hold up. Okay, let's see. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Please show me. Stop! Not the Three of Swords showing up. I don't know if I want to take this just yet. It's a little soon. But that Three of Swords, y'all. If it comes out again, it was meant to be. Alright, not Libra. That is Libra energy, as well as Aquarius and Gemini. Some of you may be dealing with an air sign. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. What's going on for Aries in the month of June? What do you guys need to know, look out for, be aware of? Show me clearly what is going on for Aries. And I just bent the crap out of this card. 9 of Pentacles is your first card out. Alright, so here you are. You need to submerge yourself in some water, okay? A body of water, or even taking a salt bath. You guys are in need of cleansing yourself, cleansing your energy, cleansing your spirit. We have the 9 of Swords at the bottom. There's a lot on your mind. There's a lot of stress. There's some nerves, some anxiety, and really what's needed right here, right now is for you to get back to being grounded, okay? Your mind is playing all these possible scenarios, all these what ifs. It's overwhelming. It's so much. It's exhausting. So 9 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, and the Fool. You're feeling very overwhelmed about new beginnings and changes that are around the corner, and you just don't want to let anybody down. You don't want to disappoint anyone. You want to make sure that you can. It's like almost, this is where it's like the night before your first day at a new job or a big event or something big that's coming up, and you're just like in your head wondering what's gonna happen, and you're playing out all these scenarios, and it's just very overwhelming. All right, so 9 of Pentacles, really good card for self-care, rest, recuperation. We have these cards trying to flip out, but it's too many, and I feel like that was me, honestly. So okay, what's going on for Aries in the month of June 2025? Queen of Wands coming out. We have the Temperance card at the bottom, Sagittarius energy. We do have that full moon in Sagittarius coming up on the 11th of June. So it's showing like there's something here that you're building, there's something here that you're creating, and keep going. Keep going. It's showing that you've been very patient and dedicated. We have the Empress. We also have 10 of Pentacles at the bottom. So we have Taurus coming through. Why do you feel like it's not good enough? We go from a 10 of Pentacles to a 5 of Pentacles. Is this because of the approval of other people? What people have been telling you? Family or friends? Or it feels here, let's see, 2 of Wands, the Lovers, and the 6 of Swords. Some kind of relationship here is unpredictable, or it seems to have a greater influence on you than you would like to admit. There's a lot of growth. There's a lot of expansion. You should be happy for yourself. You should be proud of yourself. You should be admiring how far you've come. You've worked so hard to get here, right? And some of you are pregnant, or there's a pregnancy in the air. I'm seeing like pregnant with ideas, if not literal. You're advancing to the next level, so why do you feel like it's not good enough? 10 of Pentacles to the 5 of Pentacles. You're being shown how good your life can get, but yet you feel 2 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, there's a hang up or a disconnect. Or like anything could change. Anything at any moment could change. We look at the 2 of Wands. There is this volcano in the back. There was a volcano that actually erupted just earlier today. I'm doing this reading this Monday. I saw, can't remember who it was, but I saw it on Twitter. I was like, oh fuck, right? But we know how unpredictable some volcanoes can be. You can monitor, prepare, observe, but it can just happen like that. So you are worried, or it goes back to that 9 of Swords we saw a while ago, where it's like you're concerned that things might just blow up out of nowhere and you'll be like unprepared for it. Anyways, 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Things that you're working on independently or solo. The big focus this month for you. Show me clearly what's going on for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. What's going on for Aries in the month of June 2025? That's kind of, well, it's 4. We'll take it. Why not? 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and then the King of Cups. So 7-7 could be a synchronicity for someone. Maybe 7th of July. Maybe you're born 1977, or 7 is just your lucky number. You've been seeing 777. Comment down below if that's you. We have the 8 of Wands at the bottom. Clarity is to come. Clarity is to come. Right now, things seem to be up in the air, and you're waiting, and you're trying to just give it space, give it time to unfold, to unravel. If this is about a relationship, you know, you're trying to give it healthy space to just, you know, you're letting the other person do their thing, you're doing your thing, but where is this going? Where is this headed? Where is this going? You're anticipating change is in the air. Change is coming. New life to be born for some of y'all, right? The 7 of Pentacles, they're expecting a baby. They're expecting new life. They're expecting to be parents. That's an option for some of you, right? That's definitely a possibility. But you're in this heavy anticipation mode. And with the 7 of Cups, you don't know what to expect. Like, you have an idea, 7 of Pentacles, and based off the ideas that you have, you kind of know what to prepare yourself for, but there's still endless options of how this could unfold. And you're like, well, can I prepare for all of them? No, probably not. Page of Cups and then the King of Cups. I actually am seeing a conversation taking place, and 8 of Wands can even talk about messages, conversations, news, information. So we'll see what else is underneath that. But I'm seeing a conversation take place between you and somebody else. I'm seeing that there could be an age gap. This could be actually between a father and his child. It doesn't have to be a he, she, I don't care. But it can be indicating that there is an age gap in this relationship or maturity difference, right? We have this young boy versus a grown man. So there's this huge maybe this is representing the development in your stage in your own personal life. If this is just like a solo reading, if we're just talking about you and nobody else, this would be representing the progression in your life as you're this young child, right? You know that one day you're going to be old and grown and live in your life and have a career and have a home and have this whole experience, and you're like, oh my God. So I know that's going to happen. It's inevitable. It's going to be, it just simply will, unless I die, right? So, but what will that look like? Who will I be with? What career am I gonna have? Where am I gonna live? You know, what will my children look like? You know that it's going to happen, but you just don't know exactly all the specifics. So that could be, if we're just talking about you, that could be what you're feeling throughout the month of June. This is also, you can apply that to a relationship here where you see it, you see the potential, but there's growing to be done, much needed growth. From a page to a king, that's a big speed growth right there. Rapid growth right there. Someone used miracle grow. Because we know we can't just grow up overnight. From a page, a young boy to a grown man, that does not happen overnight, right? And science has said males mature slower than females. So I'm just saying. So whatever this is, it might take a while to mature. It might take a while to actually like get going. So is that in the time slot, time zone, time schedule that you have fit for your life and what you expect? I don't know. 8 of Wands, 5 of Wands, and then the 2 of Wands. Look at all the wands coming on out here. Now the good news, it looks like whoever you're dealing with, if you are dealing with anybody, you and this person seem to be on the same page. I like the 5 of Wands in this deck specifically because they're all working together with the same goal, with the same intention, with the same outlook. Okay? So definitely doesn't seem like any funny business here. You know how earlier we're like, oh, is there something sneaky going on here? Are you setting the trap? Are you trying to, you know, see what this person's really truly up to? Well, so far, I would say pushing to similar paths, but there is a crossroad with that 2 of Wands. There is a crossroad. Looks like you're going to be making the choice here. 2 of Wands to the Emperor. Emperor is your energy area. It's your call. You get to call the shots, Aries. Looks like you're the one who may be well, we have the 10 of Pentacles underneath that. So I'm like, are you like the one in charge? Or you're the one that you're the leader in this relationship, in this environment, in this home? Like, it seems like you are the one that gets to choose, or you're the one who kind of is making plans, making orders, making decisions. Is that something you want to continue to keep doing? So a much needed conversation here. Possibly will reveal some things that you were anticipating, right? Going back to the crow from earlier, your intuition being on point and kind of being able to see things before it happens, and all the possibilities. Like you're looking at the situation, looking at all possible ways this will unfold, and one of them that you've thought of is how it's going to unfold. But you've thought about this situation playing out in like multiple different ways, but one of them is true. One of them is manifesting. So we'll see how that plays out. Maybe this is a discussion between you and a parent, you and a sibling. We'll see when we clarify, all right? What's going on for Aries in the month of June 2025? So, interesting. We have the 10 of Cups in the reverse. We have the Ace of Cups at the bottom, and the card that's sticking out is a 5 of Swords. Okay, you got a lot of cups in this reading, a lot of feels, lots of emotions, lots of water. People are feeling very sensitive. You may be feeling sensitive yourself. Other people may be feeling extremely sensitive at this time. We have the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and then the Chariot, Cancerian energy. At the bottom in here, we have 7 of Swords as well. 7 of Swords in this deck's a little bit of a different take, but if we just go based off the traditional sense, Chariot and the 7 of Swords is telling me that someone's making plans without others being involved or having a direct say or an opinion. It looks like someone's making a decision regardless of what others think or feel. And that's kind of, we see a Queen of Swords here, and she does tend to be less emotional, way more practical, way more logical. So she got love, Ace of Cups to Queen of Swords. She's got love. She's not emotionless. She's not heartless, but she is being very practical here, and she's kind of putting her emotions on the side, or she's not allowing her emotions to influence her actions. Queen of Swords to a Chariot is telling me that she's being very logical when it comes to decision making skills, and because of that, 10 of Cups in reverse, other people may not understand, or other people may feel shut out or alone or unsatisfied. So what is this? What is going on? We need to clarify. I need to know what this is about, because someone is not happy here. 10 of Cups in reverse. Someone is not happy with the way things are going, or what you've chose or what they chose. You may not be happy with where things are headed. So it's quite a complicated and complex situation, huh? Can it be fixed? Hopefully. 10 of Cups reverse. We'll see when we clarify that later on. We have the World coming out, which is the last card that I'll clarify, showing that a much needed cycle is a much needed ending to a cycle. A cycle that is on the verge of a breakthrough. We have the Ace of Cups again at the bottom, 3 of Cups, and then 5 of Cups. A lot of cups in this reading. Some of y'all dealing with water sign, or you have heavy water placements. Comment down below if that's you. Claim it. Claim your energy. We have a lot of water over here, a lot of deep emotions. Now, what I'm seeing is definitely new beginnings. There's some turbulent water, okay, with the 5 of Cups. There's a little bit of some turbulent water, but the good news is everybody gets over it. It seems like there is teamwork, seems like there's support, seems like there's love. We even have the 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords is underneath the 5 of Cups. So here we are. Everybody's kind of feeling a little off. This is kind of with the 10 of Cups reverse in the World. I'm going to have to clarify this for sure, but it's showing that everybody's feeling a little nervous. Everyone's feeling a little restless, a little anxious with the changes. There's some significant change taking place within a foundation, within a relationship, and this will have great impact on like the future of your life, the future of their lives. It definitely feels here things have gotten heavy. There's a very lighthearted, playful energy for majority of the time, but with life circumstances and the way things are going, there's some important matters to discuss, to deal with, to confront. Now there is, I love this 5 of Cups in this deck. There is support, right? We see these two, they're hugging, showing sympathy, showing empathy, showing that, hey, this is a tough moment, but we will get through this together, or you're not alone. And then at the end of all this, we have the Ace of Cups and the 3 of Cups, which just brings you and these people, you and this person, you and your partner much closer together, establishing a deeper trust with one another, and making space for better times, good times, and even celebrations. So, let's clarify and see what's really going on here. Because remember how we started, well, not how we started the reading, but when we got into the tarot and we started with the 9 of Pentacles, at the bottom was the 9 of Swords, and it's like, okay, so here you are, like 9 of Swords, you're really in your head, but you're trying your best to remain calm, cool, collected, and also Queen of Wands, you're trying to be also very intentional of where you're pouring your energy, right? We see how she's just flowing all this fire. It's like where you're putting your thoughts, your energy, and your attention is where the energy just magnifies, amplifies, and just gets stronger. So it's like you're trying your best not to go down that road. It's like if you have all these possible options, all these possible ways this could unfold, but one of the cups is kind of the shitty outcome. The other cup is a good outcome. A couple of the other cups are like, so you're gonna want to choose the good outcome, right? So you're being very careful and intentional of which way. It's like the outcome you're trying to manifest. Best case scenario. So seems like you got a lot on your shoulders, man. Seems like you got all on your shoulders. You don't want other people to worry either. Going back to the animal cards, hyena with the hyena with the raccoon. Sorry, I have to look at my screen. It's like you could be trying to not sweep it under the rug, but try and play it off like, hey, no, this is not as serious as it actually is. Like, you may actually have some concerns, but you don't want other people to worry or stress, so you're just trying to, like, play it strong. And maybe that's why the crow, intuitively, you're kind of maneuvering through on the best way to break some kind of news, or okay, I don't know. I feel like we're getting all over the place in this series. So 9 of Pentacles here. Let's see here why 9 of Pentacles is here. Why is the 9 of Pentacles here? So 9 of Pentacles is also like a card where you should really prioritize you, really prioritize your health, your well-being, and just make sure you're taking good care of yourself so that you feel your best self. You feel your most confident, strongest self. Same with the 9 of Pentacles here. Got the 9 of Swords coming out, right? So here we have it, double confirmation. We saw this at the beginning, and here we have it again, where it's like you're trying your best to remain calm, stay grounded. You're alright. You'll find a way. Always find a way. You're so divinely protected. You know that. There's moments where that fear with the creeps, the creeps, yeah, sure, the creeps be crawling. The creepy crawlies come on out, and maybe you're having restless sleep, or little to no sleep. You're restless at night, tossing and turning. Maybe you're having bad dreams. Ace of Swords, you see crystal clear. Your mind playing tricks on you. You're in a time of uncertainty, but you are certain about your future. You are certain of what you want. You are certain. You are, like, you see a direct way through this muddled mess. If it's a muddled mess. It kind of feels at least messy in your mind, but anything else about the 9 of Pentacles for Aries? We have 8 of Wands, so just gotta plow through, gotta keep pushing, gotta keep moving, gotta keep grinding, gotta just keep it going, y'all. Keep the momentum. Don't psych yourself out now. 8 of Wands also can be a card of news or information. You may be delivering news and you're just like worried or anxious, like, how are they gonna take it? I don't want to piss them off. I don't want to upset anybody, like that kind of thing. 9 of Pentacles at the bottom, double confirmation. All right. Queen of Wands, I don't really feel called to look into her. 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. Let's clarify these two together. They came out together, so actually all 4 of these came out together, but I'm just gonna do 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. Out of all the possible options, what one are you choosing to go down? Let's see, 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. Seven of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. Oops. Queen of Wands in the reverse, y'all. We have it in the reverse. We just had her up right now. She's in the reverse. 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. We also have the 10 of Swords and the Queen of Cups. And this fell out on the 8 of Wands. So I'm seeing a possible ending taking place. Justice, 4 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. Some much needed space or some much needed time to oneself. Maybe you're dealing with legal matters, court matters. There is some sort of space or needed to purify, to clear. There's this imbalance here that's needing to be sorted out. This is about emotionally coming to terms with something coming to an end. There's irritability, there's annoyance, there's frustration from like what we saw even earlier with the hyena and the raccoon. We see that with the Queen of Wands in reverse. You may not have much confidence in something or someone anymore, a path, an idea. 10 of Swords, it's like that's it. It's final. It's over. The worst is over. Amen. Hallelujah. And then the Queen of Cups is more of just like intuitively, you saw this coming, you felt it was on its way, you may still have some deep emotions to kind of process, right? Queen of Cups with the 10 of Swords, there's a heaviness that you'll have to kind of sit with for a bit, but everything that's occurring is for the best. Justice, 4 of Swords, and the 7 of Pentacles. Something about this is telling me that you're at peace, or you've surrendered, or you're accepting of this outcome. you've accepted this outcome. You're like, okay, I'm all right. I accept that this is how it's got to be. So we have the Page of Cups and the King of Cups. So you might actually remember what I was saying. Was it? Yeah, it was your reading. I was saying, like, you know, huge age gap. You know, a young child can't just become a man overnight. And you might actually recognize, like, someone's unable to meet you at the level that you're at, or like the emotional maturity. They you know, they're just unable to meet you at the depth that you crave, meet you at the maturity, meet you at the emotional vulnerability or openness. Someone's just not able to get there, at least not on your timeline or what you're requiring right now in your life. In this chapter, this cycle, this phase of your life, you and someone may be on completely different phases of life, different chapters, you know what I mean? So Page of Cups, King of Cups. What's this conversation taking place between Aries and whoever they're dealing with? I'm hearing you might be letting someone down easy. 5 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. So there's been a lot of instability within a living situation or a relationship with a Fool. There's this desire to start fresh or to start over or to just, you know, be free from this drama or the tension. Some of you could actually be moving. Page of Cups here with the King of Cups. Some of you could be giving an apology or receiving one. I'm seeing that there's been a lot of like back and forth and just instability. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? Yeah, it's a shaky foundation. Things are very much up in the air. Knight of Swords, things that are expressed very sudden, impulsively, kind of carelessly, or just in the heat of the moment with the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So it's like someone's emotions definitely powering them to just act or behave or speak in ways that could be kind of careless or reckless or just like in the heat of the moment, like I said. We have the 3 of Wands and Knight of Pentacles underneath that, this is intentional. So it's kind of completely opposite energies. It's like you and someone just aren't compatible like you used to be. You could be trying to force something. Why is the 10 of Cups in the reverse here? I gotta wrap this reading up, y'all. 10 of Cups in the reverse for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. 10 of Cups reverse for Aries in the month of June. Why is the 10 of Cups in reverse here? 3 of Cups. 6 of Wands. You're not as happy as you used to be. Tower. You've had this realization, or there will be a realization that you have that you could actually, 9 of Pentacles, you might actually be better off alone or single. Like if you're in a relationship and you're unhappy, or you and your partner just clearly are on 2 different wavelengths, different goals, different wants, different needs, different values. You know, maybe initially when you first started a relationship, y'all were like this, and now it's like y'all have grown apart. It's like, I don't know, it's showing, I'm clarifying the 10 of Cups in reverse, and it's showing that things aren't the same as they used to be. Things have changed drastically. You know, you may feel like there's something else out there for you that might be a better fit. And if you're feeling that way, you should probably listen to it. Just saying. Yeah. You might be receiving attention from elsewhere and you're realizing like, wow, I don't get that back home. I don't get that with that relationship. I don't feel that passion or that connection or that fulfillment in that job. Like, I don't really, there's something missing, or it's not how it used to be. And so 9 of Pentacles at the bottom, Devil and the King of Swords. I actually see you having to kind of cut ties with something that's been like limiting you. There's something that has been restricting you from flourishing, from you truly transforming into the person you're meant to become in this lifetime. And so this is a time where you actually have to cut ties. Maybe there's codependencies. This is maybe where you become reliant on someone financially. So this is a time where you have to get your independence. This is where you have to get your freedom, because it's like you kind of lost yourself in someone else. Anyway, so let's see the world. Y'all, this is intense stuff. Know the world for Aries. Why is the world here for Aries? Alright. Why is the world coming out for Aries? So y'all going through some massive clearing. Massive. Why is the world out here? We have the Star. It's kind of like someone who is, just go with me here, someone who recognized how they are very talented and gifted and skilled and they want to be seen by the world, but they live in a small town. They have to go somewhere big like New York or LA or some place where they'll actually be able to pursue their dreams. They can't pursue, I'm not saying that you can't pursue your dreams in this small town. You definitely could, but it's like the dreams that you have require you to make a dramatic change in your life, because the foundation that you have your life currently living on, staying on, you know what I mean, it doesn't support the vision that you have for yourself. So it's like you're being kind of forced to take a jump, to take a leap. Let's see, tell me about the world, and I gotta go. Anything else about the world for Aries? Two of Wands. A lot of you haven't made this call just yet. This is something that you'll be deciding, make or break in June. Is that around maybe the full moon as well? Full moon in Sagittarius. We have the Two of Cups. Anything else about the world? Anything else about the world? Thank you. Page of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Chariot. Okay, well. Big decisions to be made, Aries. A lot to think about. Your future is in your hands. If you choose to stay in this relationship, if you choose to end things, if you choose to stay at this job, if you choose to quit and go somewhere else, you choose to stay in the small town, or you choose to go move to the big bright city, or if you move from the big bright city to a small town, whatever, your life is in your freaking hands. And it's important that you choose wisely. You choose those who also choose you, and you choose to follow your dreams and follow your heart and what lights you up. Okay, there may be some things this month that do come to light, right? We saw that, we talked about it with the animal cards at the beginning of the reading. There's much needed truth and clarity to come that's going to help you make these decisions that will have great, long-lasting influences on your life. So June is a month where a lot of big choices will be made, and some things have to be cleared or come to an end. Damn! Alright, well, I wish you the best, Aries. However this resonates, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe. Private readings are available in the description box, and I will let you go. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your June. I'll see you later. Bye.